Welcome to Yep Yeah Yes with Marissa and Tamika. I am your host and your co-host, Tamika. Today's show is entitled Taking Credit and or Not Giving Credit for a Glow Up. But first, in the words of the returning Julie Chen to Big Brother, which began on the 25th, also known as my cousin Tisha's birthday. How are you, Marissa?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Good. How's your summer progressing?
Oh my God, girl! It is
4 or 5 days in? 6 days?
No, it's literally like second day.
Okay.
Yeah. How's your cough? How's your cough?
Comes and goes, but it's fine. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about this topic because I saw a post. Not a post. It was actually from Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
The Kardashians?
In regards to, obviously they pre-taped this stuff months in advance.
Right.
So what's airing now is what happened during that whole Jordan Woods controversy with Tristan Thompson or whatever. So now it's airing. And a side note, it's a good thing that Jordan did the interview with Jada Pinkett. Because if she hadn't, like the narrative, right?
Oh, girl.
So anyway,
I have a transcript.
Okay, read the transcript.
Khloe Kardashian.
Just say it right.
No. She, open bracket, Jordan Woods, close bracket, was like, I love you. My loyalty is always to you. Kim Kardashian. What are you talking about? My loyalty is to you, question mark. That's the biggest contradiction ever. Khloe, it is, but even for Jordan to know all I've been through with Tristan, literally, my heart is in my eyeballs. Kylie Jenner. Yeah, that's how I feel right now. Khloe. And I feel bad having you in the middle. I'm just venting. Kylie. No, I just would never be okay doing any of this. However, social media interrupted this comment from Kim. Kylie, she provides for her whole family off of what you've given her. And this disrespect of just like, she has to know that there's a problem.
So, good reading. You will not be getting an Oscar.
First of all, I should. At least a Golden Globe.
Yeah, I don't think so. How about a Razzie?
Oh, shit. I'll take it. It's still an accolade.
Do I get to accept it on stage? I can thank all the little people. So I wanted to use this particular piece because it speaks to what the topic today is. How people think they give you one thing and like you turn it into whatever it is and they take credit for whatever it is. As opposed to that one thing.
Can we interject the Kardashians with the West?
Could we talk correctly, please? Why are you Kardashians all of a sudden?
I don't know.
We've been doing this show over a month. Over a year.
We detoxed this one episode and we're bringing it back in, and I refuse to allow myself to go back into it. With the Kardashians, right? So Kanye West, how he's like, I made that bitch famous.
Right.
And Homegirl went on stage, was like, people are going to take Taylor Swift accepted some award, and she was like, people are going to take credit for your success. And she went on this whole diatribe how other people are always going to take credit, whatever. And I just wanted to interject that sort of snapshot, Polaroid, whatever have you, into this because I'm going to talk about it. So
go ahead and talk. Finish the train of thought because I don't know.
Because the train of thought is, I want to ask you, is it human nature to take credit for other people's successes?
I think it's human nature to take credit or to acknowledge, bring to light something that you've done that has helped someone move along in a certain direction, good or bad. It always reminds me of a Biggie line. I made you, why would I play you?
Oh,
so it's like
that's such a good line.
But at the same time, it's like you ain't made me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like what's her name? Kylie with the whole self-made millionaire.
She has acknowledged that So
She
okay.
acknowledged after people pointed it out. Did she acknowledge it?
Before, no, prior, absolutely
It
not.
was like months and months and months
Because,
after it was all
no,
out.
because Kim Kardashian gave her a career. You know, so but he. Okay, I'm trying to remember verbatim from Lisa Vanderpump. She had a
From the Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, she had a little thing where an empty coin bank always makes the loudest noise.
Right.
When
That is so true.
oh, absolutely,
I want to shake my thing and hear nothing.
bitch. Oh my God, you need to high five that one. So I want to say it's human nature to want to either celebrate with or interject how you helped create or came up with or added to someone's success. I don't know if that's in celebration with or a bit of jealousy to say you wouldn't be there without me.
That's how that quote that you read from Kim came sounded like jealousy. It didn't sound like praise. It sounded like I'm taking credit, like you wouldn't be where I'm at. And meanwhile, Jordan.
Didn't they go to school together?
No. Jordan's too young to go to school with her.
No, with Kylie.
Oh yeah.
Like they lived in Calabasas. So. Like
right.
You living in Calabasas for a reason.
Is like her second when her father died.
Like
him and Jada stepped in.
Like they're good.
Yeah,
they're good.
They're really good.
Like they're really good.
They're good. So I mean, the whole fact that you gave a celebratory platform where people know who she was based on an image.
Right.
And if you base your whole life on image and what other people think of you, then you can say that you gave her a platform in that respect. What she does with it after that,
totally different.
Yeah.
You can't be mad.
Kim's always doing that.
But Kim has always done that. But you have to understand too.
This thing had nothing to do with her, by the way. None of this.
Yeah. No.
None of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Has anyone in your life taken credit for your success?
I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone that has taken credit. I mean, I'm not successful. So who's gonna take credit for this, boo?
Me. I think you're successful because my definition of success is to me personal happiness, personal satisfaction, strong relationships and bonds. It's not a W-2. It's not notoriety.
But I don't know exactly. I agree with you, but I don't know if I'm actually successful in any realm of life. I think like everybody can't be successful.
No,
I'm just, navigating through life trying to figure out what my purpose is. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anybody out there that can take claim to my success, because I don't really believe that I've been successful in anything. No, I'm not doing the woe is me. I'm not successful.
No,
but it's like.
But I guess because oh, excuse me, I'm viewing in a different lens because your past that we've talked about on the show, your past could have crumbled you, and you're sitting here today as a thought-filled human and an adult who has not harmed someone else based on the harms that have happened to you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
success.
There's a lot of people that can contribute to that, but I don't think there's anybody in my life that has laid claim to that to me.
Right.
That has told me,
right,
you wouldn't be who you were if it wasn't for me. Like nobody.
Yeah.
Like who the fuck gonna say that? Really? Has anybody said that to you?
Yes.
Who has said that to you?
I have people who have mental issues. So
somebody actually said you wouldn't be who you are because of me.
Yeah. So you know the relationship with my mom. I'm very, very close to her. I'm very, very
I'm
she's
flabbergasted. I'm sorry.
No, but remember the arguments that we used to have, and she'd be like, "I'm doing this for you, so the life is gonna beat you down, and if I beat you first, then you're not gonna be tough. You're gonna be tough because of me."
Okay.
So according to her, I have a strong exterior because of her, and then I have an aunt that I lived with for high school. And she claims that she aided in my success because if it wasn't for me, I would have gone down a deep, dark path.
I think our paths are already predestined. It's just a matter of how we get there.
Yeah.
as far as your mom goes, did she ever sit back in her last days and say, you are who you are because of me? Or did she that's what I'm trying to say.
No.
She might have said, I'm doing this because I need you to be this way.
Yeah.
I don't think she ever sat back and took credit for the person you are.
Yeah.
Like, you have this house because of me. You have that man because of me. You have, all.
Someone in my life did say that to me in an argument. Something that you said. I'm not gonna put it on blast, but something of what you said.
Tell me what it was, though. You don't have to tell you who the person is.
That I wouldn't have what I have unless it was because of X, Y, and Z, or a person giving it to me.
We got the conversation offline. It wasn't me, was it?
No.
Okay.
Because you're in the thick of my life, so you know the work that I put into my life.
Right.
And you would never do that.
The only thing I know that I've done to people, and it's a bad trait of mine, is that I will say they have like a material thing because of me, or because of someone else.
But you've literally like bought it and packaged it and handed it over.
Whether it's me or somebody, not everything. There's certain things you see somebody and you're like,
you put them on. You put a lot of people onto something.
But I'm not even talking about me generally speaking. I'm talking about just in life. You look at somebody and you be like, they bragging about something. And you're like, yeah, but you wouldn't have had that if that person didn't give you whatever. So you sitting there acting like you did it all on your own, and it's like, yeah, but you didn't really do it on your. It's like with Trump, like, I'm a billionaire. Yeah, your dad gave you $1 million, or $14 million, or whatever it was.
It's still a lot of money, though.
Or like,
yeah,
that's not,
You know what, though? I have to say, my mother-in-law did that to me.
What?
She claims that I wouldn't have been in my early 20s. That she claims that I wouldn't have been there unless my mom silver platter handed it to me. But she didn't realize. She never sat down and spoke to me and heard my story. And when she finally did, she was like, "Oh, I didn't know that."
Yeah,
and then I have a cousin
based off of something. She wouldn't have made that assumption if somebody else didn't
say that. In that thought process. Yeah.
Just saying.
Which is the other party in that whole, like, that person has said that to me. But whatever's. But the Kardashians, Kim is very. She is very well known in doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but I think that comes from her own insecurity. I think she's an extremely.
I don't give a shit about her insecurity.
But I think she's an extremely insecure person, which is why she does that. She throws these things in other people's faces.
I'm not a fan of hers. I mean, I don't know. I'm just not a fan.
What about Beyonce?
What about her?
You know how she like does a lot of copyright infringement, so to speak?
See, that's a whole nother realm, though. That's
the different. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Like, she's not taking credit for somebody else's success. She's just taking somebody's shit.
But other people, yeah, okay, yeah, she's okay.
They was unsuccessful with it, and she was that Nas song, I mean Jay-Z song line. He's like, you made it a hot line, I made it a hot song. It was Dead Presidents.
That's a good line.
Oh no, he said you made it. Yeah, that's what I think. You made it a hot line. I made it a hot song.
Yeah.
So it's basically okay.
My bad.
Yeah. So
I'm going off on a tangent.
Let's not
sorry. Rein it in.
But so with this whole, taking credit for other people's achievement, this can go into the workforce too. Because how many times have we worked somewhere where you do the work and somebody else steps behind you and they're like,
every single
success.
Every single success.
It could be just like closing a deal or, completing a project. It goes back to school.
Yeah.
You work with a group project and you was like working hard and then somebody presents it and they get the shine because they presented it.
Well, but okay. So that had happened to me once. And then I became a really good presenter.
Okay.
So in high school, somebody wanted to be the presenter, so they felt like they didn't have to do the legwork. Me and another person did the legwork. When they presented it, they got all the shine. I was like, oh, hold up, mofos. I don't mind doing the work, but I'm going to present it too. I'm a really good presenter.
Right.
And from then on, from here on out, I'm going to be the presenter. And I remember that. And I remember those moments where it was, I'm not going to take somebody's shine, but because I'm a good presenter, when it came to school and college and everything like that, because I'm a good presenter, they oftentimes give you the shine. And it was one of those things like, oh, no, I'm going to make sure other people get the shine because I'm not going to do that. And that was a good life lesson. But that was like probably, I want to say maybe 10th grade. And it was this, oh my God, this one teacher I had, but he got arrested, so we're not going to talk about him.
I don't know. It definitely starts in school.
The last place you and I worked together, we were surrounded by people that, because we were both in sales, not only leeches, but they were the people that couldn't allow you to be successful in and of your own right. They were like, oh, was that when the manager went with you and they sold it?
Right.
It could never be just
merchandising,
you.
The merch rep, manufacturing rep.
Yeah, they're the ones who did it, right? They went with
you. Couldn't be you. How did you get such a big sale? What did you do?
What'd you sell?
Who'd you take with you? Your manager go with you? You know, one of the things I was reading this article. You guys can download this from a few years ago. It's on a website called Exploring Your Mind, and the article is called "Don't Take Credit for Other People's Achievements." And there's one point in the article, and I'm going to read just a piece of it. It says, if you look past their deceit, which includes self-deceit, you'll probably find a need for external validation of the person they are, a need for recognition so intense that they have to lie because reality isn't good enough. The end justifies the mean, and if that means taking credit for someone else's achievement and gaining recognition that belongs to someone else, they'll do it. That's what, when it comes down to it, and that speaks to what you were saying about Kim, the insecurity.
Yeah.
Like, you need to take credit for other people's shit because you have the glitz and the glam and got all this stuff, and still.
Yeah.
Like, why are you focused on the next? Like, let her live.
Yeah.
She didn't even cheat on him. I mean, cheat with him. Just drape the legs. Like, really? Do you done so many things in your past?
Can we open parentheses? Do we believe this? How do you think the story played out between the two of them?
What do you mean?
Do you believe Tristan and the Kardashians, or do you believe her, Jordan?
I think there's three people. I don't want to lump Tristan with them because now he's coming out and saying, because Chloe intimated that he was threatening to commit suicide.
Oh yeah.
And he said, no. He said, I don't think I could live without you. That's a very different thing.
That's completely different.
I can't live without you. People make songs called "I Can't Live Without You."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like literal. Like,
but the storyline of that show is always whenever she breaks up with someone, they have a mental disorder.
Right. There's something wrong with them.
But meanwhile, she's the common denominator in all these things. But okay, whatever.
When it comes down to it, I'm like Team Jordan with it, only because you say what you want to say. Like, she shouldn't have draped her legs over him.
No. She shouldn't have been there.
The vitriol that they have tossed her way.
It's undeserving.
It's like unnecessary, undeserving.
I feel like she should still be friends with Homegirl. I feel like she should still be part of the fold.
I don't even think she should fuck with them no more.
She never should have fucked with them. But anyway.
But she can go off and do her own thing. You know how many people like...
But I'm so glad, she dropped a clothing line.
I know, I saw that.
Released on said day.
Right.
Good for her.
Yeah. And then I saw her, Diddy, he has these, like, if you follow him on social media, you see he has, like, Sunday, every Sunday he has a Sunday dinner at his house. So he opens up the grounds of his home, and all these celebrities and people come there, and he's got a DJ. It depends. Every Sunday is something different. Sometimes it looks like it's really low key. Other times it looks like it's a crowd. So the last one that he had, it was his sons threw it. So they had all their friends. It was like a whole bunch of 20-year-old DJ, and Jordan showed up, and everybody was like, you know what I mean? So it's
happy to see her. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a very. I'm guarantee you, she was already. These people.
Yeah. She was in the fold long before these Kardashians.
Anyway, let's not talk about them anymore. The whole I brought them up because it kind of led into
the theme, yeah.
But at the end of the day, that quote that I read from the article, I think it definitely speaks to the reasoning behind why people claim somebody else's success as them being the one that initiated it.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about the people in your life that have claimed success, the person that said that I don't know if you said who it was, so I'm not going to say.
No.
I'm not saying name, but type of family member. But a person that claims success, you think about that person. Is they filled with insecurity?
Completely.
And constantly want credit for everything?
Completely.
Exactly. It's always that person. Yeah. And that's why I like to put myself in that category as well. Because there have been times where I look and be like, really? Oh, you came up? Like, I bought you a table. You know, some stupid shit. I bought you some shoes.
I put you onto this shit. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and it's like, really, you just want recognition, acknowledgement.
Accolades, yeah. Thank you, Mofo.
You know what I mean? But you know why?
I want to say I've been thinking about this because you told me this topic early on. This was your choice this week, and I want to say I have never taken credit for someone else's shine, but I can't say that. I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe I did it out of an insecurity.
I think you have. We all do.
Exactly. But I keep trying to think of when I've done it and I can't remember. But I like to think. I have to say yes because there are aspects of my life that I'm insecure about, but in totality I'm not insecure. But I'm also older. But in my 20s, I have to think, that was a very insecure time. You're still growing, you're still learning, you're still coming into your own. So there's got to be something I took credit for. So I can't say completely yes, I can't say completely no, but I want to say no. I refuse to allow myself to think that I'm that type of person. But at the same time, I do have to say yes.
I think we've all been in those situations where we see somebody. It's like one of those things where, okay, you loan somebody $100. The next time you see them, like
they ain't paid you back, but they got fresh everything.
Yeah, they go on a Mary J concert. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lord, shout out to Mary. We'll be in attendance in August, Barclays Center. But it's like one of those things,
Yeah.
And that's like timeless. People go through that. Where you see it on TV shows. Yeah. It's like, you borrowed $50 from me and you go on a Red Lobster?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have a situation in my family. A member of my family took a credit card, okay, and used the credit card to buy dinner for his girlfriend and his girlfriend's mother, and for Mother's Day.
Oh my God.
Ask whose credit card was used and ask what he got his mother for Mother's Day.
So you ain't get your mother nothing. You ain't took your mother to this Mother's Day dinner.
Stole her credit card.
But you stole her credit card and took somebody.
Took your girl and her mother to Red Lobster. Red Lobster, like for a lot of people, it's that's the spot. You know what I mean?
Now it's the spot. Them biscuits is fire though.
But so it goes back to it's you gonna do this to me? Everything I did for you? It's like one of those things. You know what I mean? And so I don't know. One of the things though, in a bit of a transition, is like, how do you go from this mofo has taken credit for my glow up. How do you deal with that? How is the best way to deal with that? You get angry? Do you accuse? Do you ask questions? Do you monitor it and stew in it? What is the best way?
I got a few different answers on this one. So now, as an elder stateswoman, as I like to call myself, I've always said this. I've never defended myself. I let my character speak for itself. So if you put in the work, eventually people see it. So leave it alone.
Right.
And let other people understand where that's coming from whoever is being the parrot, talking about, they're the reason for X, Y, and Z. Early 20s, oh hell no, pinky in your face with the whole you ain't did shit for me, and then the other one is just bad talk them.
Right.
But as an elder stateswoman, I can say I've never defended my character. I let my character speak for itself. I don't even bother. I don't even delve into these sort of questionable acts. I'm not successful in some people's definition. I'm successful in others. I will say this. There's very few moments that I've taken the time out to defend my character. There's probably 3 times that I've done that. Unnecessarily so. And that's just what it is. You believe what you believe.
I think that's a good way to handle it. One thing in another article that I was reading on the website called The Ladders, it's from back, let's see, a few years ago as well, 2017. The article's called How Smart People React When Others Take Credit for Their Work.
That was a good article.
And one of the things that I thought was pretty cool, which makes a lot of sense, is that if people keep taking credit from you, or you think they are, make sure you're not guilty of doing the same thing, even unwittingly.
Yeah. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Unwittingly.
Yeah. And so, it's easy to point fingers, but you know that finger can always be turned back around onto yourself. And so, I'm definitely a repeat offender of pointing the finger at other people, and then typically I tend to realize, okay, I always get to the point where I'm like, damn, I'm the one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's easy to point the fingers at others because that allows you to take some of the blame and responsibility of yourself. But if you're real with yourself, you're gonna realize, let me point the finger at myself and really take credit for what I'm doing. Excuse me, to myself. At the end of the day, when you're taking credit for other people's glow up, you have to be kind of look on both sides.
Yeah.
Is it warranted? And taking credit, what is the end result? Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Where does that lead?
I have no idea.
Like, okay, so like we were talking about when we were together, the people taking credit or trying to take credit, like, oh, I trained her.
Yeah.
What is that? Okay. And what?
What did that do? What did that give you?
What did that give you?
Yeah.
I think about with me, if I take credit for somebody, somebody else's glow up, it's like, okay, and
yeah.
What does that lead? It leads nowhere.
Yeah.
Like,
so
you can either sit and be proud and relish in it. I think about like people like back in the day. I've been posting these Black Music Month clips, and one of the things I posted was the Jackson 5, and a lot of people, including Diana Ross herself, took credit for years for the Jackson 5 when they were not discovered by her, but it made sense for the label to do that. But at some point, Diana recognized they were going to be successful with or without her.
Yeah.
So, and that's what the realization that people have to come to.
Yeah.
It's like everything is a journey. Are you really going to take credit for the entire journey? Because they were going to end up there anyway.
That's such a humbling statement. Like, because a person that has not only the wherewithal, but the audacity, the humility, the long in the tooth, whatever you want to say, to sit and reflect, or they're gonna be there anyway. Were you a motherfucking factor?
Right.
Or not?
Right.
No, you weren't. Don't take credit for it.
Right.
Because if they failed without you, okay, then take credit.
Right.
They wasn't gonna fail.
Think about like reality stars. It's like the person that's not on there always likes to take credit for their stardom.
Yeah.
Like you look at Basketball Wives, and it's like the ex-husbands are like, if she wasn't with me, she wouldn't even be on that show. And I'm like, she already was determined.
Yeah.
It wasn't about you, boo.
Yeah, but
you
the show wasn't. Yeah. You were a stepping stone.
Exactly.
But
she was going to get to Basketball Wives with or without you. You provided a path.
Yeah.
Because
you were just one path of many.
But she's obviously like I'm speaking right now of Evelyn.
Yeah.
Like her her
Yeah.
personality
Yeah.
is always going to be
Yeah.
in reality TV.
Yeah.
Whether she was
Basketball Wives or something else,
right.
that was her media.
That, I mean,
yeah.
She already is determined to
Even Homegirl, Cardi.
Right.
Yeah. Instagram or not.
Right.
Though nobody really takes credit. Some people do take credit, but whatever.
It's just it's crazy.
Yeah.
I think everybody's going to end up where they're supposed to end up. It's how they get there. Obviously, there are a lot of people that help you along the way. It's
But
not just
help.
But they not the reason. It's not one person that's the reason.
What was the reason?
Right. It's just it's crazy, you know. So I don't know. I just know that at the end of the day, when you take credit for somebody's journey, it's like I don't know. It's just crazy. It's so crazy. Anyway, let's transition
to
that's
trending.
Okay,
I want to talk about something that you wanted to talk about.
What was it?
The BET Awards.
Oh yes.
Miss Mary J. Blige.
Well, you know what? Okay. It was going to be Black Music Month.
Okay.
So that falls into it.
Okay.
So go ahead, BET Awards.
Miss Mary J. Blige. Do you know what that's
We
from?
are going to see August 23rd. Yes, that was Whitney Houston.
Okay, thank you.
What, you don't remember, or you just know you used to say it?
No, because I started saying that because of her.
Yeah. Aisha. And Bobby Brown, the king of R&B. Bobby Brown!
Bye!
They still use her memes. I love it.
I love it. Yeah.
And then, real side note from the BET Awards, the young girl from Blackish.
No, the little one from Little.
Yeah, Mara. Mm-hmm. I think Mara Masai, something like that. Anyway, they love using her as the meme.
With the when she's getting up like the
I love it. Anyway, but go ahead. Go back to Mary. Go ahead.
What was she doing? Icon Award? What was the award?
She won Lifetime Achievement Award. And let me just say this though.
Okay.
Most people do have somebody do the tribute for them. Mary was like, nah, I got this.
But who could have done the tribute but
She's
her?
still young enough where
she had to do her own tribute.
That was like,
she had her iconic Mary dance.
Oh my.
The backup dancers were doing the iconic Mary dance. She brought in all the iconic songs. She brought in Method Man. She brought in Little Kim. Although Little Kim has to work on her cardio, but I'm still in. I'm into it. I'm into it.
The whole thing was amazing. I've watched it several times.
I don't know.
I'm probably gonna watch it tonight again.
I'm gonna watch it. Yeah,
just the Mary part, and not the slow part. Although I like Mary's slow jam, but she was not prepared. I think that running off the stage after she got an award, you know, she was trying to give. Did you see that part? When she accepted her award, she gave her award to Rihanna, and then ran off the stage so she could do a wardrobe change. So when she came out to sing, she was like out of breath. So if you look at my life. So, but then when she went to do the dance, oh my God, that was so good.
Yeah. I like how Puffy introduced her.
Right.
I liked his little shine thing, and then he fell back. Everything. I liked everything.
Yeah.
Method Man coming out. Did you see that, like, a resurfaced meme came on where Method Man was on something early on, and he was like complaining about not being a dad, but like, you know, the struggles of being a dad, where he's like, one of his twins was having graduation, and he was like, I should have 6 tickets, not 3 tickets, because it's 2 kids, I should have 6 tickets. Which is true. Oh yeah, absolutely, because I got twins.
Right.
I should have 6, not 3.
Can you imagine how it's going to be when you're kid?
Oh, I'm Molly Guapa mofo. I
won't fight you to go out, but
I'm gonna have all the tickets. But anyway, I was just thinking about, like, I loved it. I loved it all. I loved I liked how
and
she
Method Man looked so good. Like
he's Asian.
Muscles was popped.
He's Asian.
Like,
nice. Okay.
And he'd been married like 20 years.
And then I don't know what it is about. I don't know if it's that or just because he's aging well. Dougie Doug is another one to me. I've always said
Who's
this.
Dougie Doug? I have no idea who Dougie Doug is. I'm sorry.
Oh, Dougie Fresh. Oh my God.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Dougie Fresh.
You're
looking at me like I'm crazy. I know who the
glasses of vino.
Okay. I'm like, what the fuck is Dougie Doug?
The slurring. I think I have an accent right now.
You're good.
Yeah, he's aging well too.
Yeah, a lot of these artists, but if you think about it, they started so young.
Yeah.
So they're like in our age group. Like Mary's like 48 or something like that. I'm 45. She's like 3 or 4 years older than me. So it's you know what I'm saying? So it's like
I can't even imagine that because the I'm Going Down video, she seems so mature. And I was like in 9th grade, I think.
Yeah, and that was like 20 years ago. Because that was like 90. If that was I'm Going Down, that was that was 94. Somewhere around there.
8th grade. Yeah.
92. I'm sorry. I was in my first year of college. 92, 93. It was around that era. I think something like that.
Whatever.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So you think how long ago that is?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they try to age her, and I don't know. I thought the whole show was pretty good.
She can do no wrong.
No, not in my eyes. You know, shout out to my friend Shanika because she sent me a DM like, let's get lunch. I know you on this Mary J thing, and I didn't even realize that Brooklyn was available because it just became available like today or yesterday, and I was like, ordered those tickets ASAP. Put it on my credit card, which I hate. I don't want to use my credit card, but you know, when it comes to Mary, a girl gotta do what a girl gotta do. But just to touch a little bit on Black Music Month, I know we had the special a year ago. Shout out to DJ Blends, who's on the show. Where do you think the state of Black music is today, as we wrap up the month?
Ooh. Where do I think the state of Black music is? Black music?
Black music.
I'm about to say something really controversial.
Oh gosh.
Just don't ask me to back it up.
If you don't feel comfortable saying it, don't say it.
No, it's controversial. I didn't say I wasn't uncomfortable. Just don't ask me to defend it right now because I had a few glasses of vino. As with many things in life, if it wasn't for Black music, we wouldn't have music. And that's just it.
I need you to
expand on this. So, okay.
Because music was around before.
So let's talk about, music has been, the depth and breadth of culture and as culture evolves, right? So
it's been a way of communicating.
Communicating,
from the beginning
therapy,
of time.
Everything from beginning of time. So, I mean, are we going to go back to Pangea?
I don't know. I'm asking you to elaborate.
Okay. So, if we're all going to be Pangean right now, we wouldn't have any of this without. Oh God, my mind is going on so many tangents right now.
I can tell.
Focus, Marissa.
You look very conflicted.
Because there's so many different areas that I want to go to. So many different topics. So, the state of Black music. It's evolving. It's being recognized. I think the consumer is not recognizing as much as the artistry as it should be. And what I mean by that is what people don't realize, what you call certain genres of music came from or were adopted or were developed from other forms of music. So American country music was developed from a form of another type of music. Jazz was the birth child of certain oppressions and feeling and an ethos of where the world was. R&B became, a brainchild of a certain climate in our nation. So things like that. That's what I mean. Hopefully people can follow because I am a little tipsy.
But today, where do you think is it evolving? Is it declining?
Oh, it's completely evolving.
You think so?
Yeah, because so here's the thing. Every generation thinks there's a decline in music, right? Mm-hmm. People from jazz, it's never going to get better. It's evolved. My generation never thought, like, mumble rap. I'm not into it, to be honest with you.
Right.
But it's evolved. It's a genre. It is a genre.
Is
mumble
rap a genre, or is it just?
It's a
something
form.
that we call,
it's
people
a form.
make fun of it.
It's a form.
Because people that mumble rap don't want to be called mumble rappers.
Oh, I like mumble rappers.
Yeah, but they don't want to be called mumble rappers.
I get that.
It's like quote unquote derogatory.
The reason they feel it's derogatory is because we put it in inflection and emphasis when we say mumble rapper. So it sounds derogatory. But other than that, they're mumble rappers. It is what it is. So the evolution of music has changed, but every generation before that precedes whatever is evolving to, we always feel like, oh, you don't know nothing about, like, look at our parents. You don't know nothing about music.
Right.
Like my mom, my dad was a nightclub owner.
Yeah.
In his heyday, that was the epitome.
alive with a club today.
Oh my God. The epitome of music was his time. You know, like Juan Luis Guerra, Hector Lavoe. It could never change, but now we have a Mark Anthony. And then from here we have, I don't know, even people say like Ricky Martin. Like, you know what I mean? Like Luis Miguel.
Let's talk about this in
Vicente
September.
Infante. I know. I'm just trying to think. But I'm just saying, like, the
I know
evolution
you're
of
saying
music is always getting better, getting different. It's just different. It's an expression. It's just always different. I think it's at its height, and I don't want to say it's at its peak. I think music will never be at its peak because it's an artistry and it's an art form, and art will never be at its peak because it means that there will be a decline. There'll never be decline in art. It'll always be an appreciation. And look at how they go back to what it was before. So if you look at music today, I think there is it might be controversial in my delivery, but there is a appreciation for what it was in the 80s.
You know what's so funny is Shaka Khan was on Watch What Happens Live the other day.
Let me know, Shaka Khan.
And Andy asked her what she thought of Kanye West's version of Through the Wire.
Oh, I think
because
it's so
her
good.
song is he sampled Through the Fire, and she said she thought it was stupid. She didn't like it. She said how he explained to her what the song was going to be, and how the song came out did not match up.
Oh.
And so she was just like, she's like, no, pass. And it's funny because people love sampling. I posted a few days ago the Angela and Renee song I'll Be Good to You. And I also posted the remake with Jay-Z and Foxy Brown, I'll Be. And it's like 10-15 years apart. It's not even that much.
Yeah, that's
but
not that much.
Very
lifetime.
It seems like and for many people it was.
Yeah.
And so it's funny because the people that seem to it's just funny, like the two generations but the same generation, because I'm in that generation where I love both, and both had big impacts on my life, whereas I don't know that the Jay-Z and Foxy Brown song would have an impact on my mom's life, whereas the Angela and Renee version would have an impact on her.
Right.
And so that's the funny thing about music, is that it can evolve, good or bad, depending on who the listener is.
Yeah.
You know, and so when you speak about Shaka Khan and Kanye West, it's like there are people that didn't like Shaka Khan's Through the Fire.
Yeah.
But Kanye is like, oh my God, that's a classic, Through the Wire. You know, his mouth was sealed shut and he was able to do the song. And it's like, it depends on who's listening.
Yeah.
And who the fan is.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of music. To be able to appreciate.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of black music. How many times, I mean, are there other genres that sample the way black music does and remakes the way black music does their own? Like, we constantly are bringing our older songs back to the forefront. You know, of course we create new music, but there's so many times that we're reaching back.
Right.
Do you see that a lot with other genres
of music?
Yeah, where they're reaching back and they're doing.
But it's R&B, it's jazz, it's all based in Afrocentric
like
beats and drums.
Say, which is pop music, jazz. You can say Lady Gaga reaching back for Tony Bennett, you know, and doing a duets album with him.
Right.
That's a good form. That's a good example of reaching back.
Pop.
Right.
Yeah.
Pop and jazz, because it's.
But are we anglicizing pop?
But see, that's why I say pop and jazz. I think we are anglicizing it because I don't think it's changing a lot now. But I remember EPMD, and a lot of the rappers back in the 80s, they did not want to be known as pop.
Because it was anglicized. No, you're right.
You know what I mean? It's not about.
It's not.
You know, they did they had a song where they were talking about MC Hammer because MC Hammer went pop. Can't touch this.
Yeah.
And so people made, a lot of rappers in that generation made songs like, oh, he's whack. He's sold out for the pop crowd.
Yep.
But now it's not even.
But
it's changed a lot.
I look at
It's changed drastically. Like pop music, in a lot of ways, can be black music. It can be country music.
Yeah.
You know, it's
pop just whatever's top 40. Pop is whatever's top. Yeah.
You know, Cardi B is pop.
Pop. Yeah.
But then she can go and do a 50-person club. She can do SOBs.
Yeah.
You know, and be a line out the door.
Backpack Click. There's nothing like that backpack click,
right?
man.
Missed that. We got to go to a show.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Press.
Well, shout out to Black people. Black Music Month. Got a few more days left. You have a request? Any song, group, or anything like that you want me to?
I like I like funk. I love funk.
All right, so maybe I'll put up Funkadelic.
Please.
I'll post that one tomorrow.
Whenever, you know what's so funny? I had this. So I work in a school, right? Mm-hmm. And there are end of days just happened. So there were times where there were no students, and they were like, "Oh, let's put on music." And I was asked, "So Marissa, what kind of music do you like?" And my only answer was, "My music taste is very eclectic." So I can give you. They're like, "Oh, but let's do Pandora. We'll put in the channel and see what comes up." You know,
that's not gonna work.
They ain't gonna work, babe. they ain't gonna work right now. But I remember I said to someone, I really like funk music. And they're like, punk? No, funk. What's funk? And I was like, oh, never mind. I like funk, homie. I like funk. I love my R&B. I love my 90s R&B.
I love my, I've been trying not to play so many 90s clips.
Oh,
but I can't help. Every time I think about them,
what music?
That was my job. That was my era.
I like the clips when they do like the barbecue dances, and they're like, you don't know nothing about this, right? And it's like somebody rocking, knocking the boots.
Oh, that was my.
Like, you don't know nothing about this.
That came out when I was in college. Anyway, let's end this show. I'm about to go get another glass of wine.
All right, Candy Girl.
You are my world. You look so sweet. You're a special treat. Okay. You know, that song, that clip, out of all the clips that I posted, has gotten the most views and likes. New Edition. I mean, I posted people.
Could you imagine? I just thought to myself, could you imagine the Jonas Brothers redid that song?
I'd be really upset. Because it's just... There's certain songs that shouldn't be touched. There's certain movies that should not be touched. There's certain, just...
If they remade Belly, how would you feel?
I would be annoyed. If they're going to remake it, make a part 2. How about that? How about that?
Yeah. How about that?
Anyway.
Homie?
Yes.
I love you.
I love you too.
The music clips for Music Month? I can't get enough of it.
Good to know.
It's not enough.
Okay. Stupid. Where can they catch us?
Yep, yeah, yes, 18. Instagram, Twitter. On Facebook, Yep, yeah, yes.
The Yep, yeah, yes podcast.
The Yep, yeah, yes podcast. Streaming devices, Podbeam, iTunes, Google Play.
Tune in via Amazon Echo Show.
Add us, boo. Just add us, boo.
Comment. Let us know how we're doing, because...
I need some feedback. I want more feedback. I need some feedback.
I think we need to interact more with our social media.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That would get a lot of feedback. You know what I mean? Anyway. All right. In the words of Julie Chen...
Moonves.
But first... Oh, no. See ya. Bye.
Bye.